Call Jan Logie, 5-minute call.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So I rise to take a short call on the third reading of the Local Government Auckland Transitional Provisions Amendment Bill. And the Green Party, as we've expressed already, we're not able to support this bill as it's passing through under urgency without the proper democratic process, without enabling the people of Auckland to have input into changes to the oversight of a planning process that is absolutely critical to creating the Auckland that every person in Auckland desperately wants and has been waiting for a long time. The detail of this bill is that it reduces the quorum required for hearing sessions from 3 to 2. There have been issues raised with that and the point of where the decision making will happen if there's locked perspectives when you've got an even number. There's also been issues raised around the increased potential for a narrowing of perspectives to be leading the direction of the plan when you've only got 2 people rather than 3. Other concerns that have been raised around that point are just around, well, one person may not be paying attention, one person may not be available, then what, in terms of things being able to go forward. So we think that those are actually genuine points that it would have been useful to have enabled Aucklanders to have input on around their experience of the process so far and their desire for how they would like this process to look. This bill also allows for an increase in the number of government-appointed panel members from 7 till 10. And again, for us, this is a core point of difference between our vision of democracy and what it seems this government's is. We believe that inappropriate decision-making of the people closest, who are most affected by a decision, who are closest to that decision, to be the ones in the best place to make that decision. Not people based here in Wellington who actually may not even be able to see the gaps in their understanding of the realities in those communities. And it is particularly galling that this is happening under urgency and again taking away the right of the people of Auckland to have input and comment on that. And it is not a small thing when the government has voted down, consciously through the committee stages of this bill, the opportunity to enable Auckland Council to appoint those people. So it becomes very clear, this is not about the needs of Auckland. This is about what this government wants, and them again imposing their vision, their will on top of local government. And that is not how our constitutional government arrangements are supposed to work. Central government has a specific role and local government has another role, and they should be freed up to be able to deliver that for their communities, for those locally elected members to be able to be accountable to their members of their community. This bill, again, overrides that. And it needs to be pointed out that this is happening through urgency to amend a piece of legislation that was introduced under urgency, and that there have been 16 separate bills dealing with Auckland local government issues since 2009, since this government has been in power. And this is the 4th Auckland Transitional Bill since 2009, because they put through the initial legislation under urgency, overriding local democracy, and they didn't get it right. So many hours and so much money has been wasted in this House fixing up mistakes that would not have happened if there had been good decision making. And it seems to me that this government has an idea of efficiency that is all about realising its vision as quickly as possible. They don't seem to understand that efficiency is best served when as many people's views can be gathered together to produce the best result in the best time frame to enable that to happen. It's about quality of decision making and democratic rights, and we have to oppose it.
I call Lewis a wall.